Hey everybody, RC here. I have been working on making some prints to kind of get out to some folks, and I figured this would be a cool time to just kind of show you the differences between optical centering and geometric centering. I'm doing this for my students just so that they can start printing their stuff. Let me show you what I mean. So inside of here, I got two pictures, right? I'm going to show you first the geometric center, right? So this picture sits dead in the middle of all of this stuff, right? But when you're looking at pictures, especially with a mat and things like that, while this is the geometric center of this, and I can prove it by doing this, right? I can go to here and go view guides, right? And then I want to do a new guide. And inside of here, I can take a vertical guide, so it's going to go straight down. And rather than do inches, you could still do different things, right? You could still do 50%. Now that's dead center. Now I can come over here and go to view, guide, new guide, right? And let's do a horizontal one, right? And then I'm just going to do 50% here. So you'll see that that picture is dead center, right? I'm going to grab this right here, right click. I'm just going to clear the guides. Now, while this is dead center, I don't know if you notice it, but it kind of still looks like it's low, right? So anytime that you do something for like a print or a museum print or something for an exhibit, dead center is usually not center, right? It's actually more space on the bottom because this looks like it's actually lower, right? Let me show you what I mean. It looks like this. So that is more of what is considered the optical center, and it's more of an illusion. A lot of the times when you see stuff dead center, it tends to look a little low. Optical center, that's what you would see in a matted frame. So the thing with this is, how do you calculate this, right? When you put a picture together. That's what I wanted to show you. Now, I'll grab this stormtrooper picture. Right? I'm just going to do zoom out so that I could see that. And then I'm just going to use my move tool and drag it into this. So now I have the picture. Now, this is set for a canvas size that sits at about 17 by 22. So it's a 17 by 22 sheet of paper, common paper that you would see here in the US. So I can decide how big I want this picture, but for now, I'm just going to say that this is a pretty good size. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab it here and I'm going to move it to the left. Once I have that set, I'll grab two guides to designate this corner, right? So I'll come over here, drag this guide over, snaps right there, drag this guide over, snaps right there. Now, I need a guide at this center midpoint and this center midpoint. And the easiest way for me to do it, I'm sure there's other ways to be able to do it, but the way that I usually do it is I just go to the shape tool, and inside the shape tool, I'll use a rectangle, and I draw a rectangle right from this area to here. That rectangle then gives me that center point there because of the transform control, and then I have a rectangle here. So now I can go ahead and drag another guide, and I can place that guide in that one center, right? So if I command click over here to select this tool or this rectangle, when I set this guide, I can set it to the center. If I go to this rectangle and I come over here, I can set that to that center. Now, the center point that you're looking for here is basically where this corner and this corner come together, right? But it's the intersecting line. So right now, what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to draw a line from this corner here to this corner here. So watch this. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to use my line tool. And then I'm going to draw a line from this one section here to here. The spot that I'm looking for is this spot right here. That's the lower right-hand corner that I'm using for the centering. So now, come over here, grab my picture, right? This is the brand new picture that I got. And I'm going to drag it to that spot. Once I'm done with that, get rid of these rectangles, get rid of this line, and I would clear those guides. I wanted to show how to be able to do that because I think the next thing that I want to be able to show is how AI is changing a lot of this stuff because this is a lot of math that's involved. Imagine if you just created an app for this. Right? That'll be in the next video.